Hello everybody. So now I like to talk about Enki. He is here depicted with other gods, and he is the one with the water out of his shoulders. So this one. So it's this one here. Yeah. So why is he depicted with water out of his shoulders? Because his first name was Enki. He was the lord of earth. So En means lord and Ki means earth. So by the way, I talked about this in the other video about En, how this is related to Hungarian. So you can watch this also. But Enki, the name in Ki means earth, and in Hungarian means Ki, to go out. So it is also related when you go out of the house, you are on the earth. So, okay, there's a story by the Sumerians that Enlil hated the mankind and wanted to destroy us. So, and Enki was the creator of mankind, so he wanted to help his children, and he gave them fish to eat because Enlil made them that they had to starve and were very hungry, had nothing to eat, and so they would have died if Enki didn't give them fish to eat. Because later on, Enlil was the ruler of the earth, and Enki got the water to rule over, and he got the name Ea. This means the house of water. So he could make that the oceans and everything what is living in it, the fish, that they do what he wanted to, so that they were easy to bring to the human, so that the human could survive. So that he fed the humans with fish. So how is this related with Hungarians? So I tell you now. So at first I have to tell you there was a sign for God, and that was later on changed. So I show you the first sign. It was this sign. This is the sign Dingir. This was the sign for every god, for every Anunnaki, and if they wrote the names, Enki or Enlil or something, they put this sign in front of, so that you would know this is now the name of a god. So now this sign later on was changed into this sign. This was then the sign of God. So I thought to myself, this must be actually two signs. So one this and one and this one. So two signs. And as I was at university, we got a list with the cuneiform signs and how you would pronounce it. So this is the list, you can see, and you can find this sign here. This is Ash. So you would pronounce it as Ash. And you see here also this sign, and you would pronounce it as Hal. Yeah? So when you put this together, so you have to turn this one, but this one you could write this way and also that way. So you get then this sign if you put both together. And if you now read it, so it must, it would sound like hálás. It would sound like hálás, and hálás means in Hungarian the one with the fish. So where we are, we are again here, Enki, the one with the fish and the one who gave mankind fish to eat. So how can this be? So maybe this is now an explanation why they have to change the sign for God into another sign, because they wanted to distinguish between the bad God and the good God, and they gave the good God the sign, the one with the fish. So this was the one from whom we got fish to eat. And now it is very interesting in Hungarian. So hálás means the one with the fish, but there are so many other words related with hal, with fish. So the very good one is example is hálás. So you pronounce it a little bit other. So we have hálás is the one with the fish, and then we have hálás. This means grateful. So this is very interesting that, of course, the people were grateful for the God who gave them fish so that they didn't starve to death. So this is the reason why we say hálás. So we are grateful. And there are other words also related with fish. There is halad. This means it is going on, but wordly it would mean hal, it's a fish, and ad it would mean to give. So to give a fish would mean to go on. This is the meaning, to go on. And there's a word for death. It is halál, and this means standing of fish. Fish standing means wordly. So this is the word for death, halál. So this is again logical, because if there is no more fish coming and it is the standing, everything is standing, so no more fish are coming, so then you would die, you would starve to death. So maybe this is the connection, and this is very interesting. And it explains why they changed the DINGIR sign for God into another sign, because they wanted to distinguish between good God and bad God. So ENLIL was the bad God and ENKI the good God, and he is actually the one with the fish. And I will tell you more about this. So stay with me, like me, and share me if you like. So thank you. Thank you for watching.